Hello children. Today we are moving to new chapter, that is chapter 13, reaching the age of adolescence. In the previous chapter you have learned how animals reproduce, isn't it? It is only after growing up to a certain age human beings and many other animals can reproduce. Why can human reproduce only after a certain age? In this chapter, you will learn about changes that take place in the human body. Okay, so after which a person becomes capable of reproduction, certain changes will occur in human body which makes a person becomes a person to become capable of reproduction. Okay, in chapter 12 you have learned about human reproductive organs. Yes, so here we shall discuss the role that hormones play in bringing out changes that make a child grow into an adult. Okay, so we are going to discuss the role of hormones to bring about changes which makes a child grow into an adult. So first we can see about adolescence. What is meant by adolescence? Adolescence is that period of life. So it is the one period of human life when many changes start taking place in the body which result in reproductive maturity. Okay, so adolescence is the period of life when many changes will take place in the body which result in reproductive maturity. Maturity in the reproduction is caused due to certain changes take place in our body. So the period of life when certain changes take place in the human body is called as adolescence. So when it starts, it begins at the age of 10 years and it be seen up to 18 or 19 years of age. Okay, so when the adolescent stage begins, it begins at the age of 10. Okay, it can be seen till 18 or 19 years of age. Adolescence is also called as teenage. So that period of life which when many changes start take place in our body, so certain aged people or that is adolescents are called as teenagers. Okay, because teenage period is also covered up in adolescence, 13, 14, 15. So the teen age will be covered up in the stage of adolescence period in the human being. Now, what is meant by teenage? The number of years during adolescence span is counted as teen. Example 13, 14 and 15, 16, 17, 18 or 19. So the adolescence age which covers which is counted as teen is called as teenage. Okay, that duration is termed as teenage. Now, puberty. What is meant by puberty? So, I told during adolescence period, there is certain changes take place in human body, isn't it? So, the process of transformation taking place during adolescence period is known as puberty. So, what is meant by puberty? So, some changes take place. So, that process of transformation or changes take place during adolescence period is known as puberty. Okay, so the process of transformations taking place during adolescence period is known as puberty. So when the puberty starts, it is the starting stage of adolescence. Okay, so the onset of puberty points the starting of adolescence. The end of adolescence or puberty informs about the completion of reproductive maturity. So when one person attain the end of adolescence period, it informs that the person acquired the complete reproductive maturity in his or her life. Okay, so puberty means the starting stage of puberty. It will point the starting of adolescence, and the end of adolescence or puberty informs the completion of reproductive maturity. So I told during adolescence period certain changes take place in human body, isn't it? So let us see the various changes which take place during puberty. First one is increase in height. Okay, so it is the first noticed visible change during the puberty. So once person occurs the puberty stage, it is the most visible change noticed. Okay, that is increase in height. So boy or girl, when they attain the puberty stage, we can notice their increase in height. In the beginning, it is observed that girls grow faster than boys. Okay, so when the puberty starting stage, we can observe the girls are growing faster than boys, but on reaching 18 age, both 18 years of age, both gain their maximum height. Okay, so both boys and girls gain their maximum height at the age of 18. Okay, and the rate of growth in height, it differs individually. So it differs from person to person according to their heredity. Okay, so the rate of growth in height differs individually. So in the beginning, it is observed girls grow faster than boys, but at the age of 18, both boys and girls gain their maximum height. Then during these years, what we should take, what certain changes happening during adolescence period, isn't it? So both boys and girls should have a nutritious food. Why we should have nutritious food? For better development of bones, muscles and other parts of the body. Okay, so during adolescence period, or once the human being attains puberty, they have to eat nutritious food for the better development of bones, muscles and other parts of the body. So first change is what? Increase in height. Yes. So second change we can observe in human body is change in body shape. Okay. So once the boy or girl attains puberty, we can see the change in their body shape. Okay, so let's see about that. During puberty, boys will start having broad shoulders. Okay, so the shoulders of the boys become broad and they will be having wider chest, and in case of girls, the region below waist becomes broader. Okay, this hip region start to become broader, but in the case of boys, their shoulder become broad and chest also become wide, and moreover the muscles of boys also will grow bigger than in the girls. Okay, and muscles of the boys also will grow faster and bigger than in the girls. So this is the change in body shape. And third change which occurred during the person attain puberty is, we can notice the change in voice. Okay, so voice of boys starts cracking. Okay, during puberty, during onset of puberty, or during in the beginning of puberty stage, the voice of boys starts cracking and their voice box or larynx starts to grow. So what is the other name of voice box, children? Larynx. Okay, so the voice box of the boys starts to grow. Okay, the increase in the size of voice box in boys is seen as a prominent protrusion in the neck. So protrusion means outer growth. So you can see in the neck or in the throat region of the boys there will be a what growth, outer growth, protrusion in the neck. This protrusion is called as Adam's apple. Okay, so this protrusion which can be seen in the boys during puberty stage, which causes increase in the size of voice box, is called as Adam's apple. Okay, Adam's apple. So Adam's apple is called as a prominent protrusion which is seen in the neck region of the boys, which causes increase in the size of voice box. Okay, girls, they will be having high pitched voice. Okay, usually girls will be having high pitched voice and the boys will have deeper voice. Okay, girls will be having a high pitched voice and boys will have a deeper voice. Now, the fourth change we can see when the person attains puberty is increased activity of sweat and sebaceous gland. Okay, so the sweat gland present start operating and it will produce more sweat, and sebaceous gland, which is also called as oil gland, it increased function result in pimples or acne. So you can see when the person attains puberty, we can see there will be a formation of pimples or acne in their faces, which is due to the result of what? Increased function of sebaceous gland or oil gland. Okay, sebaceous gland is also called as oil gland, and we can also see the sweat gland will produce more sweat. Okay, so this is one of the changes which we can notice during puberty. Next change which we can see in the human body is development of sex organ. So when a person attains puberty, we can see the development in their sex organs. So growth of sex organs take place and found to be more active. In males, we have seen in the last chapter, male reproductive organ is testes. Yes? So testes start to produce male gametes, which is called as sperms. Okay, so when the male attain puberty, the testes start to produce male gametes called sperms, and in females, the ovaries is the reproductive organ of females, isn't it, children? So the ovaries start developing and releases one mature ovum once in 28 days. So one mature ovum, I have explained in last chapter, ovum means it is egg. It is also called as ova. So in female, the ovaries start developing and releases one mature egg cell once in 28 days. In males, the size of the penis increases with respect to ages. So according to the ages, the size of the penis in the male also start to increase, and in the female we can see the development of breast size. So the size of the breast will be grown in the females. And sixth change which we can see when the human attains puberty is reaching mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity. So, when the person attains puberty, we can see their brain become more active and they can learn more. Okay, so during the puberty stage or during the adolescent stage, the person have the ability to learn more. They can learn many things and their brain become more active during adolescent stage. And not only that, they will be having maturity in their mental and intellectual activities. Okay, so what are the activities they are doing mentally and intellectually will be in a matured manner. Okay, so maturity can be seen in their mental and intellectual activity. So I hope children, you have understand about the um adolescence changes which happen when the person attains puberty. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you, children.